Today, I'm going to talk about my best recommendations for self care and cutting stress for busy women. You deserve this. And remember, I'm going to repeat that because we take care of work, family, home, our communities, and very often we leave very little time, attention, energy, or focus for ourselves. But in order to stay strong and energetic and able to focus on what we want to accomplish, it really is important to take care of ourselves. Again, you deserve this. So, I'm going to talk about my top recommendations so that I can share them with you. And what I want to encourage you to do is implement these, put them into action. So, the first recommendation that I want to remind you of is remember, you have a lot on your list. Remember, prioritize so that you know what's important to you and you know what you need to get done. And know it can stay on the back burner and shouldn't be stressing you. Pay attention, focus on your priorities. You should have a few priorities per day. And prioritizing can lead to good decision making, which can keep you in the comfort zone knowing that you're attending to the things that are important. And all of this can lead to good outcomes to help you reach each day what you're planning. So, the first again is good prioritizing. Second is set, implement, and maintain boundaries. Know what you want to do, what you're willing to take on, and what you're not able to do, what you choose not to take on. I often find busy women often say they have boundaries, but as soon as someone asks them for something, they go out of their boundaries and they say yes. And we talk a lot about boundaries, and people often say, yes, I have boundaries. These are my boundaries. But if you notice, I said for this recommendation, set, implement, and maintain boundaries. So decide what boundaries are useful, important for you. Implement them, put them into action. Let people around you know if you have boundaries and maintain them when you need to. Put them into action. Which brings me to the third recommendation, and that is that no is an important word. It is important to be able to say to yourself as well as outside, no, I can't do this because I am occupied doing other things. And it's not, you don't have to do it in a rude way to other people. What you can do is say, I am not able to do that now, but here's my recommendation for you. Here are some thoughts that I have for you. So you can provide some input. Or you may say, in a week, I have some time where I can work on this part of that with you, if that's something that you want to do. Or, here's something that I did in the past that helped me. It might help you as well. So, without going beyond your boundary and taking something on, you may be able to give them a recommendation that might help them. Again, no is an important word. Fourth recommendation is plan breaks in your day, in your calendar, in your weeks, in your schedule. So we usually schedule all our meetings, our appointments, and often the only self time you see on the calendar is lunch. Now, we all know that meetings sometimes go longer than expected, or appointments run past the time, or when an appointment is over, you may need to take some notes and write some plans for how you want to follow up. So I always recommend people put some breaks in your days. Pad around your appointments. If you have an appointment that goes from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and another from 12 to 1, and another from 1 to 2, you're not giving yourself any time in between. So maybe start the next activity at 12:15, or end your first one at 10 to 12, so that you have a little time to relax, re-energize, finish your thinking for your last appointment, and start the next one. And plan some breaks in your day so that you know you have some built-in time if you need to. Um, Make sure you plan not just your lunch, but when is your next vacation? When are your days off? And when are these padded times during your day to help you? And recommendation number 5, what are your self-care activities? What are your go-tos? And put them on your calendar so that you know you'll get them done. Just like if you needed and if you plan to do something to help a friend, you would put that on your calendar. If you had a business meeting, something you needed to do for work, you'd put it on your calendar. Plan time for yourself on your calendar as well. And then don't deprioritize yourself. Don't go back to your calendar and say, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym after work today because my friend asked me to help her with this, or because something else came up where I'm going to help somebody else. Be dedicated to yourself as much as you would be dedicated to helping a friend or a coworker or a partner. And know what your self-care activities are, making sure that they really are ones that you like. Do you go to the gym because you enjoy it, or because you're told it's an important activity? What activities really reset your soul, re-energize you, bring you renewal? Is it the gym? Is it running or jogging? Is it meditation? Mindfulness activities that help you live in the moment? Yoga or journaling? How about some hobbies? Make sure you have time calendared for hobbies so that you can have joy time. Arts, sports, hiking in nature, music. What hobbies do you enjoy? Put them on your calendar. That is number 5. And number 6 is really important. What is your sleep schedule? Many busy women, because we are so busy with our lives, stay up way past in the evenings. Don't filter down easily so that you can actually feel tired and fall asleep, because your mind is still running on your day, on what you need to accomplish the next day. So have a consistent bedtime at night. Have a ramping down schedule so that you can bring your mind, your body, your energy, and slow down. Turn the lights down, maybe read a soothing book or do something soothing, a nice bath, whatever helps you relax, so that you can go right into falling asleep comfortably. And keep track of how many hours you do sleep. It's really important. Again, self-care, taking care of yourself, is something that many people think is extra, is extraneous, it's luxurious, but it's not. It's maintaining your energy, your health, your vibrancy, your focus, your ability to pay attention and get things done, because you want your cup to be full. If your cup is empty, if you have no energy, if you're drained, you will be burnt out at least someday, and you will not be able to help others and accomplish what you want. So today, starting today, implement some of these 6 of my best recommendations for self-care and cutting stress. And remember the 3 words that I said in the beginning that I said I would remind you. You deserve this. You need this. You should not be expected to go high force, high energy 24/7. You need to re-energize, to recommit, to renew, to restore. And self-care and cutting stress are important parts of actually being productive and getting the results that you want in life. So remember, implement, study these 6 recommendations for self-care and cutting stress, and remember, you deserve this.